Oliver.
Had a busy weekend, lots of chores, had a dinner party. Week.
Attention taxpayers, ready.
Hi, my name's Paula.
Hello, my name is Nicole Johnson.
Hey, my name is Cy Williams.
I am extrusion supervisor. I've been working at Hedro for about 10 years now. The reason I like working at Hedro is for the challenges and the opportunities to step up. I first started off in packing, and I was able to move myself up within the first 5 years. I believe it's a great place to work at.
I've been working here since 2011. I really like working for this company here. The department I work in here is dye repair. I've been a dye corrector for like maybe 4.5 years. I love it. I love the people. When we work here, we work safe. We work together as a unit.
I work here at Hedro approximately 4 months now. I am the plant machinist. Everybody I work with is fantastic. Total mutual respect with all the employees around here. A lot of people are 45-year employees, so to have a company with that many people that are 20, 30, and 40 years, they have to be doing something right.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
SureCo is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems. With a corporate office in Yankton and 9 service centers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our smart trailer line. SureCo's smart trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. When you need to be sure, make it SureCo.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament on KYNT and KYNT-TV. This coverage is brought to you by Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, Sherco, the Smith Farm Mutual Insurance, Hedro, First Dakota National Bank, Olson's Pest Technicians, Truxedo, and Yankton Thrive. Now, let's go live to Riverside Field in Yankton.
And live from Riverside Field here in Yankton, Day 1, Game 4 of the 2023 American Legion South Dakota State Baseball Tournament. Renner Post 307 locking up with Yankton Post 12 to finish off Day 1 here today. Both these teams have waited patiently all day. We have had some excellent baseball so far here next to the Missouri River. We'll recap all of those games as we move forward here in the First Dakota National Bank pregame show. It'll be a little more condensed show as these games are all kind of running alongside each other, or running into each other, I should say, and we'll get you all caught up here shortly. Braden Butler will be joining me on the broadcast, as is customary here for the Yankton Post-12 regular season. Why not carry it into the postseason as well? We, of course, have that center field camera. For those that have just tuned into the Yankton game, you haven't seen it yet, but you will see it. And very happy with that. It's been, like I said before, a very fun day of baseball. Most importantly, hopefully we have a Yankton victory, or at the very least a good, solid baseball game ahead of us here today. This game is being broadcast on KYNT in addition to KYN-TV, so welcome in the KYNT radio listeners on 102.1 FM, AM 1450, the free KYNT mobile app, and KYNT1450.com, and, of course, all the viewers on KYN-TV YouTube. Let's get things rolling again. This is the First Dakota National Bank pregame show. We'll be back after this break.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC. And those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today. But if you keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit the local community, why would you invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. Smart Trailer from Sherco is still the most complete line of electric accessories for your grain trailer. Smart accessories such as the 4500 Series HD electric tarp, Pro Trap, and Auto Trap electric hopper doors, and the Drive Max Auger Drive Kit from Sherco both offer convenience and peace of mind for operators. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sherco.com. Make it Sherco.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe you work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
And welcome back to the First Dakota National Bank pregame show. Bryce Ladwick alongside Braden Butler, post-12 state tournament baseball. And those that are tuning on KYN TV onto our YouTube, the KYN TV YouTube, I should say, well, you're listening to basically a Yankton home broadcast. But, Braden, we're back. State tournament action here at Riverside Field. You know, a lot of different little mini renovations, I guess you could call it, have been done to the field. You have bunting down the bullpens and a great crowd, great food. Just the atmosphere in general has been outstanding.
It has been a great atmosphere. A lot of fans from every team that has come down here. Their fans have traveled well, and you can see in this last session, obviously it's easy for a home team to pack their home tournament, but there are a lot of Yankton fans in the stands right now, and it's just adding to that a fantastic environment we've had through day one, and we still got a couple more days of this.
I'm going to turn it over to you to go over our bracket that we've had to this point in day one. Some excellent baseball, Braden.
It has been fantastic baseball, as you mentioned. We got it started early. The first pitch to the top-seeded Sioux Falls East Post 15 was sent over the right field fence for a home run by Jack Smith. Post 15 carried that into a 7-2 victory over Harrisburg Maroon. They will play Brookings tomorrow night at 5 p.m. as Brookings just defeated Rapid City Post 22 5-4 as Rapid City falls to the elimination bracket. The other game that happened today was a 6-2 victory for Harrisburg Gold over Aberdeen. So Harrisburg Gold will play the winner of this game, while Aberdeen will meet the loser of this game in tomorrow's elimination bracket. As I mentioned, the two games set so far tomorrow. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, Harrisburg Maroon will play Rapid City Post 22. The loser of that game will go home, while the winner advances in the elimination bracket. And at 5 p.m. tomorrow night, Sioux Falls East will play Brookings, still on the winner's side of that bracket, so a loss does not mean the end of either of their tournaments, but it does make a harder road back to the title.
All right, and then do you have our keys to the game? What do either of these teams have to do to take a victory? They did meet up earlier this season, Braden. By earlier, I mean like a week ago, and they split that one. I believe the scores of those games were 13 or 16-3, I believe.
Yeah, 16-3 in favor of Renner, and Yankton would come back with a 7-6 victory, which Rugby Riken hit a grand slam in that game as well. So your keys for both these teams, we'll start with the road team in theory and in practice right now, as they are the road team on the board. And that's going to be Renner Post 307. It's going to be come out and score early. Obviously, that's what they did to get their victory over Yankton earlier this year. Once again, about a week ago, putting up 16 runs on Post 12, which does not happen very often to Yankton. Very rarely have they given up double-digit runs this season. I believe it's only happened 2 or 3 total times across their Legion season. As for Yankton, it's going to be a key that we talk about quite often on this broadcast, is because it's so crucial, getting on base and then being aggressive on those base paths. Yankton likes to steal, they like to run, and they will go on any pass ball, any misstep out in the field. Yankton is not scared to send their runners trying to nab an extra base. Those are your keys to victory for both these teams, as both of them trying to move on to a matchup with Harrisburg Gold tomorrow night. Neither one of them wants to fall into the elimination bracket and have to play Aberdeen at 12:30 tomorrow.
Well, you mentioned the pitching, Braden, for Yankton, how hard it has been to get solid runs against the team on a consistent basis, I should say. A 3.36 team ERA, ranked second since I call it the game-changer era, since 2017, since we have live stats. And it has been excellent pitching performance from all the rotation. Of course, Drew Reichen on the mound today. I'll kick it over to you for a pitcher preview.
He is the ace of this rotation, Drew Reichen. You talk about those numbers. His numbers are somehow more impressive. 40 innings pitched this season. He's 5-0 in games where he's factored in the decision. He's allowed only 8 earned runs. He struck out 31 batters, a 1.10 whip, a 1.40 ERA, one of a pair of pitchers on the team with a sub-2 ERA right now, the other being Rugby Reichen, who mainly pitches in relief. 237 batting average allowed. Drew Reichen has been sensational so far this season. We've seen throughout the day that teams want to throw their ace on the mound in Game 1. That's exactly what Yankton's doing today.
All right, and their colors of the game, Yankton in their home whites, red numbers, black outline, red caps, and white bottoms, and Renner in their blue tops, gray pants, gray caps with the blue bill. Umpires of the game today, obviously we've seen some tough calls in the field today, Braden, but it's so easy to look back and critique everything. But I think they did an excellent job, not to mention the fact they've been on the turf here on a 90-plus degree a day. And you can even see in our center field camera when we show it, I think it'll still be the case. You can see the heat radiating off of the turf. It's hot.
I believe it was Tel Tanner early on in the morning session that was talking about it on the broadcast. Usually with your field temps, you got to add 5, 10, maybe sometimes even more than that degrees to the temperature with how it feels like down there when you're playing on a field turf, or on a turf field, excuse me. So it's definitely a hot one out there. I think the heat index peaked, and by peaked I mean the highest I saw it was 104 here in Yankton. So as the sun's starting to cool down or go down, that will cool down. The wind's picking up off the water. The sun's starting to set. It won't be 104 down on the field for these players, but it's still pretty darn close. And they're gonna have to combat that throughout the game, as well as sweat, clammy hands. It's very humid, especially for those pitchers on the mound. How they can grip a baseball. We'll see how that all shakes out.
Game conditions right now at time of first pitch, or within a minute or so, 66% humidity. Winds coming from the south around 10 miles per hour, so straight into the infield. And partly cloudy skies. You wouldn't think so, but looking on the field, though, 88 degrees. Braden, I'll kick it over to you for our starting lineups.
Starting lineups for both these teams. We'll start out in the field with the home team on the sheet and in practice now, Yankton. They are the higher seed, so they will be the home team on the scoreboard. Starting out in left field will be Rugby Reichen. Center fielder will be Cody Oswald, and out in right will be Isaiah Skelhaus. Around the horn on the infield, Josh Sheldon starting at third, Mac Reichen starting at short. Second baseman, Matthew Sheldon. First baseman, Lucas Kamshoff. Your battery today, Jace McCorkle, the great wall of Yankton behind the plate. And on the mound, Drew Reichen, the ace of this rotation.
Can't believe the season's coming to an end, and you're going to have to stop saying the great wall of Yankton. I've enjoyed it all year.
It's one of the few good things I've actually come up with on these broadcasts. I'm not going to lie to you.
Sounds good.
we do flip the page over. We still got Renner to talk about. We'll talk about their batting order, as that's how they will start off this game. Leading off will be second baseman Charlie Heeners. Batting second will be center fielder Kyle Konechny. Batting third will be I'm all messed up. My apologies. Batting third will be catcher Sully Schlemgen. Batting fourth, cleanup hitter, will be first baseman Zach Dunham. Batting fifth will be shortstop Lee Heeners. Batting next will be Hunter DeBoer, the right fielder. Batting seventh will be Trey Heckenleibel, the left fielder. Batting eighth will be designated hitter Jacob Sanderson. And batting ninth will be third baseman Jake Wheeler. On the mound today for Renner will be an ace of their rotation as well in Braylon Bear.
All right, thank you, Braden. We will step aside. We'll be back in 1 minute with your first pitch of Day 1, Game 4 of the 2023 American Legion State Baseball Tournament in Yankton on KYNT.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
Hey, welcome back to the First Dakota National Bank pregame show. It's half for our first pitch. Drew Reichen on the mound for Yankton. Leading us off for Renner will be Charlie Huners. Over at second base today for Renner. And Braden, here we go. We talked about this all season, about how Yankton, well, they had the spot secured, right? But they had an excellent regular season, going 13-6 in a league play to earn that number 3 seed for this very moment, to be able to put yourself in the best position possible to continue on in the winner's bracket and not have to go to the elimination bracket after day one.
You know, they did not rest on their laurels, did the Yankton Post 12 throughout the season. They spent the entire year, I believe, in the top 5, a large chunk of it in the top 3, where they ended up in 3rd. This is, on paper, one of the best teams in Legion baseball so far this season in Class A, and they get a chance to show it here on their home turf. They got a tough matchup here with Renner, who they just split with not too long ago, trying to avenge that one loss and punch their ticket to the next round.
First pitch to Huners is lifted out toward left field, and Roby working his way under. It comes in and nets it. One pitch, one out here in the top of the first. And the last game of day one of the American Legion State Baseball Tournament in Yankton is underway.
A good play out and left by Reich, and he got up and got under it right away, was able to track it immediately off the bat of Huners.
And now it is Kyle Konechny. And he lives this one foul and out of play. And as busy as the state tournament has been all day, Braden, I'm assuming there is some vehicles that might want to watch out. They're parked right alongside the stadium.
Yeah, there are cars parked everywhere. I'm surprised there hasn't been some illegal parking with how many people are here, but looks like we've kept it all within the lines of the law so far.
The 0-1 breaking ball, it just misses on the outside, brings the count even at 1. And Drew shakes off his first sign, and McCorkle shades to the outside of the plate, prepares to take the 1-1. He does set foul into the street. It's a 1-2 count.
We talk about how quickly Drew Reichen works on the mound. We talked about it all season. He shook off the first sign from McCorkle. He nodded for the second. He didn't even bring his head back up from the nod, and he was already going into his motion. Him and McCorkle are on that wavelength together, and it helps the speed they play.
The 1-2, chopper in front of the plate. McCorkle will charge, one-handed, gets into good line of sight, fires over to Lucas Kamshoff over at first. That's 2 away, top of inning number 1.
Good concentration behind the plate by McCorkle to run up on that one. Barehanded as well off the bounce.
You know, we were talking about Drew Reichen just a moment ago, Braden, and all year, again, we talk about how his pace on the mound is so fast. Have you noticed the first 2 batters? He's taking a little extra time. He's taking an extra 3 seconds or so.
No, it's hard to keep a high pace when it's hot and muggy like it is today.
1,000,000 degrees.
But, hey, it's still a great night of baseball.
Sully Schlimgen at the plate for Renner. Takes the ball, 1-0.
Going to have to keep an eye on Drew Reichen's pitch count throughout the night. We've talked in the other games about it. I'll explain why after this.
And swings through an off-speed pitch on the outside. Brings count 1-1. Schlimgen went 2 for 6 in the qualifying playoff series. Trying to carry a little bit of that over into this state tournament in Yankton, the 1-1. And it was an off-speed pitch that would have missed really well on the outside and kind of spiked it in front of the plate, but offering at it was Schlimgen, and he went around. It's a 1-2 count.
To go back to the pitch count thing I was talking about earlier, the magic number right now for a lot of these aces of the rotation is 80. If you throw 80 or less pitches in round 1 and get the win, hypothetically, if you make it to championship Saturday, you would have your ace once again in your rotation to pitch on Saturday.
The 1-2 fastball misses high, brings the count even at 2. And 2 outs here in the top of inning number 1. Drew Reichen communicating with McCorkle. McCorkle shades to the outside portion of the plate. The 2-2 fastball, outside edge, and he gets him a delayed strike call. That is a punch out to end the top of the first. We go to the bottom half. Renner bats coming up here from Riverside Fields, the 2023 American Legion State Baseball Tournament in Yankton.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Braylon Bear on the mound for Renner here in the bottom of inning number 1. The Yankton bats coming up. I think when I ended the could go to break, I think I said Renner bats coming up. Yankton bats coming up in the bottom of inning number 1. Still no score, no hits. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Drew Reichen on the mound for Post 12. And Braylon Bear trying to do the same for his team here at Riverside Field. It'll be Rugby Reichen leading us off, and then Drew Reichen, and then Lucas Kamshoff. And we talk all year again, Braden, about going down this lineup, and every single one of these players has had one of two things: either in a great season, start to finish, or very long hot streaks at certain points in the season.
Yeah, we talked about Mac Reichen early on in this month of July. Cooled off a little bit, but it was hard to stay that hot about how he started the first week and a half, 2 weeks of the month of July. And it's a team that when they peak, they can peak at the right time, and they can carry that momentum into this state tournament. They could go all the way on their home turf.
And Rugby Reichen will step to the plate for Yankton. Rugby on the season, a 296 average, 410 on base, 790 OPS. Leads the team in runs scored, takes the ball on the outside. It's a 1-0. And that run score totals 34. See if he can get on base here for Post 12. Takes another ball on the outside and low. It's 2-0 count.
Rugby Reichen's been very good at getting on base this year. He's second on the team in walks with 16 and second on the team in stolen bases as well when he gets there with 18.
2-0 called strike. Check swing. And a 2-1 count. And Bear hurls this one home and misses just on the inside edge. It's a 3-1 count now to Rumble and Rugby Reichen, playing left today for Post 12. The 3-1. And Rugby lifts this one, foul out of play, sky high into Tell Tanner's windshield. Hi, Tell.
Hello, Bryce.
You don't want me to speak that into existence, do you? It's a payoff pitch. And ball misses low and away, and Rugby Reichen draws another walk for Yankton. Well, first one today, another walk on his season total, and Yankton has their first runner on base. First runner in general in the game.
That actually ties Rugby Reichen for the team lead in walks this season with 17. His cousin Mac is the other one that has 17 on the year. Taking a look at Braylon Bear real quick. He did pitch just last week in the state qualifiers. 6 innings pitched in a 5-3 win for Renner. Allowed 2 earned runs, 4 hits, issued 2 walks, and struck out 7.
Showing bunt, Drew Reichen gets it down. Bear charges it. Rugby will advance to a second, and the throw over to a first actually got Dunham to kind of pull himself off the bag. He did touch it in time to get the out, but a nice sacrifice bunt for Drew Reichen. Yankton has their first runner in scoring position today. And that will bring up Lucas Kamshoff. Brady, give you some numbers.
Well, you say they have the runner in scoring position for Yankton. This is the guy you want to see at the plate with runners in scoring position. 28 RBI on the year, 354 average, 443 OBP, a 1.05 OPS. He also leads the team in home runs with 3 so far, 32 runs scored, 12 stolen bases, 12 walks drawn. He's near the top, if not at the top, of every batting category.
Lucas Kamshoff takes a called strike, 0-1. And now Bear checking his sign at home. Rugby leading off second. And another call strike. It's 0-2. Braden, we should probably talk again. We've talked every broadcast about the base running aggressiveness of Yankton and the just chaos that Rugby will cause himself.
Yes, it kind of cooled off later in the season, it felt like, but especially early on. And still, Rugby almost right there trying to take off for third if that ball got past the catcher. He's very aggressive on the base pads, as is the entire Post 12 team. And Drew Lawrence, head coach for Post 12, has told you multiple times in post-game interviews that they're not going to stop giving these kids the green light, even if they are getting caught.
Yeah, he'll steal second, third, home. He'll probably try to steal first. Maybe our camera. I don't know. 1-2. Ball misses, along the way. 2-2 count. But Rugby, seriously, don't take our camera.
Please don't. We spent a lot of time putting that out there.
Let's have Tell chase you.
It almost came across as a joke, but Yankton has stolen home so far this year. I believe Mac Reichen's done it a couple times.
And the 2-2 to Lucas Kamshoff. Kamshoff fouls this one into the net right above the Fairfield Inn press box. The 2023 South Dakota State Legion Baseball Tournament broadcast booth is sponsored by the Fairfield Inn, Yankton's newest and nicest hotel, now open at 21st and Broadway. Also want to thank Truxedo. Looking for you to join their production team. Visit truxedo.com/careers to apply. And Lucas Kamshoff with the 2-2 count. Right-hand batter's box. Rugby leading off second. One away. And Kamshoff lifts this one over to third. It is picked up by Wheeler. Sends it over to first to get Kamshoff. But Rugby will advance 90 more feet. And the go-ahead run 90 feet from home. But maybe he'll go home. Rugby scores. The throw to the pitcher, Braden. To Braylon Bear, I believe it was. Went by. It was just some people not paying attention, I think, to be frank about it. And it rolls past the third baseline, right in front of the coaching box, basically. And Rugby, that heads-up aggressive base running we always talk about, took advantage.
And Rugby Reichen, confident as ever down the third baseline as well. As soon as he saw that ball get past Braylon Bear, he clapped his hands and then took off running. He knew he had free pass to home plate, and that's the first run of the game.
And now up is Matthew Sheldon. He rips a base hit down the left field line right in front of the warning track. He'll dig for two. The throw-in won't be in time. Sliding double for Matthew Sheldon. Yankton has something cooking here, leading 1-0 in the bottom of the first. 2 away.
I don't know why Matthew Sheldon wanted to be in a hurry and let us not talk about his stats. He's got a .354 batting average, leading the team in hits with 35 and RBI with 30. Make it 36 hits on the season for the team leader, Matthew Sheldon. So he now stands on second.
And now Cody Oswald at the plate for Yankton. He has been a tear on the base paths. Has done an excellent job in center field. I can't emphasize that enough. His speed. Mac Reagan's always done a nice job in center when he's out there, but Cody Oswald for years now has patrolled that position. He sends us out to his position group, out towards center. It's back. It'll hit the wall. That will score Matthew Sheldon. Cody Oswald rounding second, going for third. Look at him run. And the slide. The throw will get past the fielders. And they are going to argue that Cody Oswald should be able to advance from third to home because the ball went out of play, Braden. And that is the case. Yankton leads 2-0. The throw came in from the outfield, went past the fielders and out of play. I think it snuck through the fence, Braden, from what I'm seeing.
That's what Coach Drew Lawrence of the third base coaching box was arguing, and that's what the call they got. What a roller coaster of emotions for Cody Oswald. A roller coaster, if you will. I've been sitting on that one for a while. A great play for Yankton. They're suddenly up. Put another run up on the board. Up 3-0 as 2 runs come across on that play by Cody Oswald. A sensational start, exactly what Post 12 wanted.
All right, and we do have a mound visit for Renner, trying to talk things through as the score sits 3-0 in Yankton's favor. And what a balancing act it has been so far for us trying to keep things together. Just a lot of odd plays, Braden. We had the hit for an RBI, but mainly just a lot of good base running, heads-up baseball from Yankton. I want to take the moment to thank Olson's Pest, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. And Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new career direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. And Dakota Archery, open every night until 8 p.m. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50 Yankton, proud to support the 2023 Legion State Tournament. And that brings up old Mac Attack himself, Mac Reichen, here with the bases empty. See if we can start a new streak for Yankton with 2 away. Takes the ball low and away, 1-0 from Braylon Bear.
For anyone wondering what the exact ruling is on that play for Cody Oswald, it's an RBI triple, and then he advanced home on the error.
I just put a smiley face. That's what I do. Okay, no, I put a triple. I've said that so many times, someone's actually going to think I do that, and they're going to want to see my score sheet.
You don't want to see mine. If you can read it, I give you credit.
Tell Tanner's actually checking over here to see. All right, the 2-1. And Mac Reichen chopper foul. And it's count to 2-2.
It's been a very hot start for Yankton here on only 2 hits. They have 3 runs scored, and they lead 3-0 in the bottom of the first. Like we said earlier, Yankton's got to be aggressive early. They were aggressive on the base paths, and it's yielded them some runs.
Mac Reichen takes a pitch high and tight, and as my counterpart, Braden Butler, would always say, that was a stone cold take, right?
Stone cold take. And sometimes those ones that are near the edge of the zone, I don't know how they take them.
Payoff pitch, called strike 3. Mac Reichen knew it. He bounces up, a little upset with himself, and that will end the bottom of the first, but the damage has been done. Yankton scores 3 runs, entering the top of inning number 2. This is the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament in Yankton on KYNT TV.
The warmer months can be wonderful times that allow for plenty of fun outdoors. However, while you may be enjoying the outside time, pests and insects may be trying to find their way inside. Eliminating a pest infestation and ensuring they don't return can be tough to do on your own, but with Olson's Pest Technicians by your side, you can rest assured you're fully protected. Locally owned and operated since 1966, Olson's Pest Technicians provides reliable pest control services to residential and commercial properties. Visit 800KILBugs.com.
When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. For over 40 years, Sherco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sherco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sherco.com. Make it Sherco.
And Drew Reichen on the mound for Yankton post-12. It's a 3-0 lead for Yankton here in the top of inning number 2. We flip our game sheets here, Braden, or score sheet, and brings up Zach Dunham. And he's over at first today. He had a nice play there in the first inning. Kind of got taken off the bag and still was able to keep his foot down and kind of as he was fading away.
And it was initially posted with the left foot on the bag, was able, as you mentioned, pulled off, was able to tag it with the right foot. So it was great body control by Dunham, like you mentioned. It was a tale of 2 halves of that first inning. Renner went 3 up, 3 down, and then Yankton had 2 hits and 3 runs scored. So Renner's got to try to battle back early.
The 1-0, Dunham sends it out to Cody Oswald in center, goes off to his left, and lifts it up with his right. First out, 1 away. And that brings, go ahead, Brad.
That brings up Leo Huners. I was, sorry for the confusion there, Bryce. I was correcting something on the roster sheet I filled out. I initially had written down 2 E's. It's Leo Huners at the plate.
I appreciate it. I was just really confused for a second. I was like, you go ahead.
Some would say I'm a very confusing man.
Leo Huners takes the ball. And it's a 1-0. Drew Reichen now already set for the next pitch. And it's a chopper over 2 short. Mac Reichen up with it. The throw across to Kamshoff in time. That's 2 away. Nice job of Mac Reichen. Keep him calm. He let the runner kind of advance. He just wanted to make sure he had an accurate throw. Put a little extra effort behind it. Really nice play over there at short.
Taking that extra moment to make sure you get it to first base on a line is more important sometimes than just being quick up with the ball and firing it across the diamond, and it worked out well for post-12 there.
Hunter Denboer, the right fielder for Renner here. This, I guess just, I was going to say early evening, but no, it's just pretty much just the evening. And 2 away, first pitch to Denboer is a strike. 0-1, nice curveball from Drew Reichen. And Corcoran shades to the outside of the plate. Nice catcher for Yankton, as Braden says, the Great Wall of Yankton. All but 2 games this season he started at catcher. if that's what you're also thinking. At least the home games. And it's a 1-1 now. Misses high end tight. It's a 2-1 count.
And one of them, I believe, it wasn't even like him getting rest. He was out signing a scholarship. Is the reason he missed one of those games. Congratulations once again to him on that scholarship, and for nothing but the best for his future.
And the 2-1, it's a hard chopper over to Josh Sheldon, and his throw over to Kamshoff is in time. That is 1, 2, 3 go Renner. In the bottom half of inning number 2 coming up, Yankton try to add on to their lead here at Riverside Field. It's the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament in Yankton.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
And welcome back to Riverside Field, the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament, South Dakota edition. Winner of this goes on to the Central Plains Regional Championship. Not of this game, of this state tournament. This is day 1, game 4.
The only scenario in which the winner of this tournament wouldn't go to the regional tournament is if Post 22 repeats as champions, because they are hosting the tournament. They have an automatic bid, so it'd be the state tournament runner-up that goes.
Exactly. And you start talking about those things, it gets really confusing, doesn't it?
It's been a confusing day, to say the least. It's been a long
No,
one
it's
for
been a
me.
long day. It's not very confusing, just long.
I'm just generally confused, so it's normal.
The 0-1 to Jason McCorkle, and McCorkle sends one out to right, but it is gloved out there in right field from Hunter Denbor. Let me go ahead and run through McCorkle's stats quick, Braden. We didn't really get a chance. I apologize.
McCorkle coming into that at-bat was a .253 average on the season, .333 on-base percentage, a .621 OPS. He had 22 hits, 25 RBI, which was third most on the team. He's drawn 11 walks as well.
And Josh Sheldon now, waste no time, takes the first pitch, but sends it sky high over into foul territory. Over at third is gloved by Wheeler, and that is 2 away in the bottom of inning number 2. Josh Sheldon ended the top of the second with an excellent play over at third. That's what we call him, the glove.
Glove. I know we were talking about over the break, Hoover, Dyson, whatever your preferred vacuum is. But he is a great player over at third base.
And that brings up Isaiah Skelhaas.
And Skelly on the season has had a very solid year at the plate as well. We talked earlier on how he kind of creeped up into a lot of categories. .314 batting average. I was waiting on that pitch there to see if he took a swing at it.
It's a 1-1.
.397 on base percentage, .749 OPS. He's got 12 runs scored. He's drawn 6 walks as well, and he's stolen 8 bases out on the base paths.
Yeah, he has been a heavy contributor to this team's success this season, and really he's kind of been utilized in multiple aspects, and that's what makes him even more impressive, kind of a utility guy.
He's been a great defender out in right field when his number is called. He's been very good on the mound as well as a pitcher, and then showing his worth with the bat in his hand as well this season.
And sitting out to right this time around, Denbor under that one as well, and that is the third out. So Yankton goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of inning number 2. And top of the third around the corner, Yankton leading 3-0 in the 2023 American Legion State Tournament in Yankton on KYNT TV.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmithFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmith Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
And welcome back to Riverside Field. Yankton to 3-0 lead. And Renner bats coming up as we've done all regular season. I'll turn over play-by-play for a little while to Braden Butler.
Thank you, Bryce. It's going to be Trey Heckenleibel at the plate to start here. He is leading off. Jacob Sanderson on deck. Jake Wheeler in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum for Renner. Heckenleibel, the lefty, wearing the number 33 on his back. Takes first pitch, ball 1. It's been 3 up, 3 down for Renner through the first 2 innings. Heckenleibel trying to change that here as he takes second pitch for ball 2. Talked all season about Drew Reichen being economical with his pitches as well. He only threw 18 through the first 2. Pitch number 3 of the third, though, is his 3rd straight ball as he's down on the count 3-0. Heckenleibel in a hitter's count. Had to be perfect for him to swing at it, so he takes that one for strike 1. (3-1) for Heckenleibel. Loading up on that back leg. Takes a swing into this one, pops it up. It's going to be into right field. Isaiah Skelhaus getting underneath of it, and he gloves it with the left hand for out number 1. Heckenleibel sit down on the fly out to right field. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Jacob Sanderson.
Well, so far, Drew's done a nice job. He has that punch out, but pitching to contact and letting his defense, which has done an excellent job all season. And Coach Drew Lawrence, every post game we've talked to him, Braden, has had that or the base running as the number 1 subject of the day.
It's just playing fundamental baseball, just not making mistakes, not putting yourselves in a hole. Good defense as that one there gets away from Drew Reichen on the way back to the pitcher, but no runners on, so it does no damage. But like I was saying, just good defense, good smart baseball, not making mistakes, not putting yourself in the hole. That was a strike to Sanderson there, so it is an 0-1 count with 1 down here. Top of inning number 3. Sanderson sends this one back to the pitcher. Reichen jogs over to the first baseman, Kamshoff, underhanded toss, and they get the out at first. 2 up, 2 down to start inning number 3, and that brings up Jake Wheeler.
It's almost like Drew Reichen was waiting for that moment, Braden. This is my time. No, he was very prepared. He's also been a very good defensive pitcher this season. He's had some excellent plays, and not just that one, a comebacker, but he's dove both directions right after his release. And if there was a gold glove from American Legion baseball, he may be a candidate.
This one is going to be popped up and out of play. And, I mean, obviously Reichen's got a good glove on him. He spends his off days, if you want to call them that, away from the mound playing the shortstop position, which historically in baseball is one of the most important positions on the defensive side. This one, hot shot down the left field line and out of play into those bleachers behind the Renner bench. Wheeler, the righty, trying to get a base runner on for Renner. He's currently down in the count, 0-2. Reichen looking for his second punch out of the game here as he goes into his windup, kicks, deals. That one inside. They're going to say off the bat, though. You could tell from Wheeler's reaction it didn't hit him. There was no flinch in him.
No, I think it did hit him. I think it hit his bat right after. There's one of these, Braden, kind of your elbow and then up into the handle.
If it hit the elbow first, he'd be taking first. So I think it's backwards.
Oh, that's
either way, I digress.
It's okay. No, I'm done. Just gonna take off my headset.
0-2 pitch from Reichen. We're trying to regain cabin pressure in the third. Misses outside for ball 1. It's a 1-2 count here. Swung on by Wheeler. Popped up, though, as he got too far underneath of it. It's going to shade towards Reichen as he steps off the mound. Shallow infield. He is going to take it for out number 3. Drew Reichen, 3 up, 3 down for the 3rd straight time on the mound in the Yankton post-12 defense. We go to the Yankton bats when we come back here. This is the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament for the state of South Dakota on KYNT, KYNT-TV here in Yankton.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC. And those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today. But if you keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit the local community, why would you invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back in here on KYNT for those listening on radio and KYN-TV for those joining us on YouTube or other streaming platforms. Braden Butler, Bryce Ladwick up in the booth here as Rugby Riken gets set to lead off the top of inning number 3. And the beauty of replay, Bryce, we did go back. It was a very close play, almost hit by a pitch. Was Jake Wheeler. Just got off the knob of the bat. One of the rarest things I think I've ever seen in baseball.
No, I know you're trying to walk it back, but my feelings have been hurt. So.
Well, I apologize.
Rugby walked in his first at bat, Braden, and see if he can get on base again, cause some more chaos.
And a chaos indeed, as he was able to snag a couple bags on the base paths and eventually came home on a error getting the ball back to the pitcher. This one's going to be a chopper to the shortstop, throw over, gets there in time. So Rugby Riken will be sat down, have to wait his turn once again to cause more chaos. So that's going to bring up Drew Riken.
Drew put down a sacrifice bunt to advance Rugby back in the first inning.
Should say with Rugby leading off and Drew Riken up now, it's Lucas Kamshoff on deck, would be your 3-batter minimum for Yankton. Currently in the hole is Matthew Sheldon. First pitch to Riken, low and away, ball 1. It's our second pitcher's duel of the game. And that's going to be a hard grounder to the second baseman. It's going to get through the glove. We'll see if they call that a fielding error or a base hit. That was a hard hit ball for Drew Riken. He's going to stand on first either way.
I will let you know. Pull up the live stats here.
Either way, it puts a runner on for Yankton, and it brings Lucas Kamshoff to the dish.
The Huners went off to his left. I think Braden may have been one of those instances where he's trying to come up with the ball before he really had it. Kind of moving a little too far ahead.
Just snuck under his glove. If the I believe the PA announcer called it an error, and that's what they call it in the official game changer stat sheet as well. It's an error. Not how you slice it. Drew Riken's on first base. He's got 11 steals on the season, so he's not afraid to try to snag a bag. It's currently a 1-0 count as the first pitch missed for ball 1 to Kamshoff. And that one catches him on the back. He runs down to first base. That one was a hard thrown ball by Bear, too. Caught him between the shoulder blades. Couldn't imagine taking one off the shoulder blades, and Kamshoff's going to take first base for free. That brings up Matthew Sheldon.
Doubled in his first at-bat down the left field line.
Double here would score 1, potentially 2. Depends on the jump Lucas Kamshoff gets from first. If you find a power alley here for Sheldon.
Second baseman number 16, Matthew Sheldon.
2 runners on, 1 runner out here for Yankton in the bottom of inning number 3. They lead 3-0. All 3 of those runs coming in the bottom of inning number 1. First pitch strike on the outside part of the plate to Sheldon. Bear likes the call he gets. Comes set on the mound, working off the left side of the rubber, out of the stretch. Sheldon starts his swing but checks it. Doesn't matter as it finds the zone for strike 2. Cody Oswald is on deck for post 12. Mac Riken in the hole. Jace McCorkle waiting in the wings if it gets that far. There is 1 down. Bear likes what he sees from his catcher. Comes set. Staring down the runner at second. Now fires home. Leaves that one low for ball 1. We talk often about how much the mental aspect of baseball is important, especially for this Yankton team with how they can get in the heads of the pitchers of the defense with their running on the base pads. 1-2 pitch, misses low and away for ball 2. Bear taking a little bit of time getting back to the mound. Comes set, right foot on the rubber. High kick, deals. This one a chopper down the third base line. That one's going to be a foul ball. It was gloved by the third baseman Wheeler in foul territory. Be a 2-2 count here. Remains 2-2 after that foul.
Bear at 37 pitches. It's your pitch count checker, Braden.
And we did mention coming in, 80 is really that magic number for the ace of the rotation if you want him to potentially pitch again in a championship Saturday scenario. This one on the ground to the shortstop, gloved at short. They go for the throw to third, but there's going to be a throwing error. Drew Reichen tries to get back to his feet. It looks like he got tripped up, got his feet tangled with Jake Wheeler at third. He's going to stay there. I believe he was looking for an interference call. I don't think he's going to get it, though, but it's going to load the bases here for Yankton. Trying to get the lead runner at third, ends up in a throwing error. Matthew Sheldon will be at first, Lucas Kamshoff at second, Drew Reichen at third, and that brings Cody Oswald to the plate, who had himself quite a play last time he was at the dish.
We don't want any of those plays that confuse John Winkler in the Rapid City Post 22 Brookings matchup. I think he's still trying to, he's over there running camera operator right now, doing algebra.
Got algebra, geometry, calculus.
We took a break as the officials on the field were discussing what was going on, and I just saw smoke coming out of his ears. We don't need that, Braden.
It was truly a meeting of the minds in the booth. We were all trying to figure it out. We think it all got shook out, and the umpires got it handled on the field in that game. It is a 1-1 count to Cody Oswald here. Did have a big RBI triple in his last at-bat. Would advance home on a throwing error. Took a cut at that one, but that's going to be strike number 2. Look at that one, was low and inside. He couldn't get the bat on it. Bear set on the mound. Able to work out of his windup with the bases loaded. Oswald, almost a check swing there, gets to the shortstop. They're trying to turn 2. They get 1 at second. Safe at first, though, as Cody Oswald. Drew Reichen comes across to score. It's an RBI for Cody Oswald as he's going to reach. I believe they're going to call it a fielder's choice.
It is very hard to turn it all play on Cody Oswald with his speed. Hurdling his way down the first baseline, you might say, Braden, but RBI nonetheless.
And one of the best in the state in the hurdles. Finished top 4 in the spring season for track and field. Trying to get him picked off at first. Throw over. He's back in time, though, is Oswald. Look down and realize I haven't been keeping tally this inning in my score sheet, so I'll have to catch up on that one when we get a break.
Would you like to copy my homework?
Copying homework is how I got through high school. It's a 1-0 count here to Mac Reichen. Apologize to any high school teachers who might be listening. This one's sent hard down the left field line, but it's going to shade foul. It's going to land at the base of the fence, too. That was a hard hit rocket for Mac Reichen. Just pulled the head of the bat around a little early.
It's hard to say if it was hit harder than line drives, some big ones he's had, but that's definitely the farthest he's hit a ball this year.
Now, he's had a couple bounce and roll to the fence, but that was the first one off the fence down the left field line, and straightens that out just a little bit more. We'll be looking at another run for Yankton, potentially 2. There's a lot of speed at first with Oswald. Bear comes set, comes home. This one got underneath of it, did Reichen. That's up and out of play over our press box. Any cars passing by on the street, hopefully they were keep their head on a swivel when that one was coming down. That one misses outside to Reichen. That's ball 2. Mac Reichen struck out in his first at-bat. That ended the first inning. 2 down here. 2 on, 2 out. 2-2 count to Mac Reichen. Deuce's wild situation. Runner goes to second. That's Cody Oswald. It doesn't matter. That's strike 3 called to Mac Reichen. He sat down looking for the second time today. And that'll do it here for inning number 3. Another run comes across for Yankton as they lead 4-0. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors first, starting with Sherco, a proud supporter of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. Also, DeSmit Farm Mutual. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. And lastly, Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. Drew Reichen and the Yankton Post 12 defense back out on the field while we return here on KYNT and KYN-TV. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament here in Yankton. Back in 30 seconds.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYN-TV. It's a 4-0 ball game in favor of the number 3 overall seed, Yankton Post 12. They are the host of this 2023 American Legion State Tournament. First time since 2011 that the River City has played host. Throw down from McCorkle ends the warm-ups. We're going to get ready to get going here once again.
For the runner post 307 Royals in the top of the fourth, number 13, second baseman Charlie Huners.
I believe I've caught up on the official score sheet, or my official score sheet, so very unofficial. Charlie Huners will lead off here. He is the number 1 hitter for Renner. It's been a trilogy of 3 up, 3 down innings. Drew Reichen looks to keep it moving on the mound. First pitch outside, ball 1 to Huners. Second pitch from Reichen to Huners also misses for ball 2. Reichen works quick. Out of his windup now, sends it home. Huners sends this one over the head of shortstop Mac Reichen. That's going to be down for a base hit. First hit of the game for Renner. Huners is going to stop at first. Leadoff single, trying to get a rally going as they trail by 4. It's going to bring up Kyle Konechny.
First hit of the game for Renner, as you mentioned, Braden, and it was a solid hit at that, but Drew Reichen will be working from the stretch officially.
First time we've seen the stretch today for Reichen. For Konechny at the plate, he grounded out to the catcher, McCorkle. Throw over to first in his first at-bat. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. Working the outside part of the zone that time for Reichen. Right foot posted on the rubber for the right-handed thrower. Comes set, little offset in his stance out of the stretch as well for Reichen. That one finds the zone for strike 2. Charlie Huners hasn't made any moves from first yet to try to steal second. As Reichen steps on the bag, gets the call he likes from McCorkle, now comes set on the mound. No motion from the runner. This one's driven hard down the left field line. But they're going to say just foul. That was close down the line.
Inches by inches, if that, Braden.
You know, I feel like every season we have a moment where we go, insert sports here is a game of inches. That's proof right there that baseball is also a game of inches.
Copy and paste.
It's an 0-2 count here to Konechny. Sully Schlimgen on deck, Zach Dunham in the hole. See how it shakes out for Renner here. They do have their first base runner over on first after a leadoff single. Takes that pitch high for ball 1, does Konechny. Huners taking a bit of a lead off first, not getting too far from the bag. Reichen comes home with the pitch, bounces it in front of the plate, gets away from McCorkle. Huners is going to take second as the ball gets away from the catcher, McCorkle. That puts a runner in scoring position for Renner as they try to cut into this 4-run deficit. They trail 4-0 to Yankton. Konechny getting set in the box. Riken checks the runner at second. Now comes home. Leaves that one out of the zone for ball 3. Count goes full now. Riken at risk of issuing a walk. Something that's been rare for him this season. Only 8 walks issued across 40 innings pitched coming into this one. Technically a full 42 now. This one popped up in foul territory. A couple players giving chase, McCorkle and Kamshoff, but it's going to go out of play. Foul ball. We're going to re-rack it and redo it for a 3-2 pitch. Konechny, excuse me. Steps back into the batter's box as he's getting set. Bouncing up and down on the balls of his feet a little bit in the box. Working off the right-handed batter's box. Papers blow around a little bit. We keep it moving. Riken out of his stretch. This one, chopper. Misjudged it for a moment, did Mac Riken, but he's able to recover and make the throw over to first. Great play by Riken. I don't know if he almost slipped while trying to run up on that ball or what, but he was able to regain his footing quickly and fire over.
My first glance, Braden, says that he was kind of charging it initially for like a half step, and it kind of looked why he was like falling forward almost. But nice recovery from Mac and nice throw.
Runner does advance to third on the ground out, so there is a runner on third base, Charlie Huners. Sully Schlimgen out of the plate, Zach Dunham in the hole. Schlimgen struck out looking in his first at-bat. That ended inning number 1. That one high and tight. Close to a little chin music from Riken. Obviously unintentional to be that high and tight, but it's a 1-0 count. This one by Schlimgen sent out to right field. Skelhaus is going to shade underneath of it. Huners ready to take off from third. Catch is made. Throw is coming in. Runner tags. Throw there in time and gets him just on the hip. Huners barely got caught by Jace McCorkle. Great play made. Better play made by McCorkle. And that is going to end inning number 3 here. Technically only 3 batters faced for Drew Riken, but in an unconventional way. 1 hit, no runs, no runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankton leads 4-0. We'll be back here in 60 seconds for the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament here on KYNT and KYNT-TV in Yankton. Back in 30 seconds.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. Smart Trailer from Sureco is still the most complete line of electric accessories for your grain trailer. Smart accessories such as the 4500 Series HD electric tarp, Pro Trap and Auto Trap electric hopper doors, and the Drive Max Auger Drive Kit from Sureco both offer convenience and peace of mind for operators. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
Welcome back in here on KYNT, KYNT-TV. Want to thank a couple sponsors that make this broadcast possible, starting with Fairfield Inn. The 2023 South Dakota State Legion Baseball Tournament broadcast booth is sponsored by the Fairfield Inn, Yankton's newest and nicest hotel, now open at 21st and Broadway. Also, Truxedo. They're looking for you to join their production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply. And lastly, Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS for Olson's Pest. Jace McCorkle going to lead off inning number 4 here. Flew out to right field in his first at-bat, did McCorkle. Interesting so far, the first and third innings, each saw the first 6 batters come up for Yankton. If the 4th inning is a repeat of the second, it'd be a 1-2-3 for Bear. McCorkle trying to change that in a hurry. Shot back up the middle to the shortstop. He gloves it, fires across. First out of the inning is a 6-3 put out.
That was a hard throw.
It was a very hard throw. That guy's got a cannon on him.
I was looking at my stats, and I glance up, and I just see flames off of a baseball, Braden.
That was Leo Huners making that play. It is a Huners middle infield with Leo at short and Charlie at second. Brings up Josh Sheldon, popped out to the third baseman in foul territory in his first at-bat. He takes strike 1. 0-1 count now to Sheldon. Working quickly as Bear. That one just left a little low for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count. Sheldon comes set. Low rotation in the bat. Check swing from Sheldon. Good eye for him as he was able to hold up and take that one for ball 2. Bear maybe trying to get a little perspiration off his hand. It is clammy out there, to say the least. That one misses outside for another ball. 3-1 count now to Josh Sheldon. Isaiah Skelhaus is on deck. Rugby Riken, representing the top of the order for Yankton, is in the hole. Sheldon takes the 3-1 pitch and drives it down the first base line out of play.
Oh, the Mist fan is okay, Braden, over in the Yankton dugout.
What do we got to do to get one of those? Actually, we should
I don't
not
want
get,
that.
we should not get one of those up here. Look at all this electrical equipment. That's probably a bad idea. Put that in the bad idea jar for me. They can join the others.
We're going to need a new jar.
Full jar, says Tel Tanner, our production guy right now. Appreciate you, Tel. Thanks for the support.
I got you, bruh.
3-2 count here as that was foul tipped by Josh Sheldon. It's our second attempt at a payoff pitch from Bear. Working out of the windup. Fires home, swung on and missed by Josh Sheldon. He sat down on the punch out. That brings up Isaiah Skelhaus. Skelly flew out to right field in his first at bat.
Now batting number 14, right fielder, Isaiah Skelhaus.
So this is starting to shape up here for Yankton. Almost a mirror image of the second inning. First pitch finds the outside part of the zone. Strike 1 to Skelhaus. Oh, 1 pitch. This is outside, ball 1. It is almost eerie how rhythmic and repetitive this game has been. Each inning has only seen 3 Renner batters come to the plate. The first and third innings, the odd innings for Yankton, have seen 6 batters come to the plate. The even innings so far have seen only 3. This is the 4th inning, and this is the 3rd Yankton batter with 2 outs. It's a 2-1 count.
There's that semester, that math major semester, Braden. You talk about once a broadcast.
No, we'll see if that's math. This one's grounded back up the middle, and almost putting all of it to shame. Skelhaus can beat it out, and he does beat it out to first. Check everything I just said. The trend is broken for Yankton, and that brings up Rugby Riken as Skelhaus beats it out down the first base line.
Great hustle down there, and even kind of went out to the right side of the bag to avoid any possible collision. We've seen that a couple times this season.
That was a tough play to make at second, too. Running to his right for Charlie Huners. It was tough to turn his body, shift his momentum. Throw over to first, trying to get Skelhaus leading off. Not there in time as he dives back in safely. Rugby Riken at the plate, reached on a walk in game 1. 6-3 ground out in the 3rd inning. I'm sorry if I said game 1, inning 1. Throw down to second base. Isaiah Skelhaus stealing, and he is going to be caught stealing. And if you want to be technical, we're only going to put 3 batters in the official score sheet. So I double lied. We're back on the trend. That's going to end the inning for Yankton post 12 as Rugby Riken doesn't get a chance to complete his at-bat. 4-0 your score as we go to the top of the 5th. I'd like to thank a couple of our sponsors for making this broadcast possible, starting with Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. Dakota Archery, open every night until 8 p.m. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50 Yankton, proud to support the 2023 Legion State Tournament. And finally, Sherco, proud supporter of 2023 South Dakota American Legion Senior Baseball State Tournament. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. We are to the top of inning number 5. It's a 4-0 lead for Yankton post 12. Looks like Drew Riken is going to step back out on the mound when we come back. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYNT and KYNT-TV here in Yankton. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hedro Extruded Solutions. Hedro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the 2nd largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hedro.com.
We are aluminum.
And welcome back to Riverside Field. Yankton post 12 taking on Renner post 307, day 1, game 4. The last game of the opening round of the Legion State Tournament here. And currently Yankton enjoying a 4-0 lead. They've out-hit Renner 4-1 so far. Drew Reichen trying to keep it that way in the top of inning number 5. And up right now, Charlie Huners. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Now takes the ball on the outside. It's a 1-0 count. Drew Reichen working quickly. Sends this one out toward right field, and Skelhaus working out to his left toward the line and gloves it. That's one away. And that will bring up Kyle Konechny. I think his name has been pronounced 3 different ways on this broadcast alone. Probably by yours truly, so I apologize. And now the first pitch to Konechny is a ball on the inside, 1-0. Stand by while we are working on some camera maintenance. Try to get all your angles back to you. And so one hopper over to Josh Sheldon. Up with it. The throw over to Kampshoff is in time. That's 2 away in the top of the 5th. Josh Sheldon, nice job. Basically staying stationary. And just solid throw over to Kampshoff, who's been playing the field more lately. Pretty much the first 3 quarters of the season was almost the exclusive DH, and has now been playing more and more in the field. It's always nice to see. Brings up Sully Schlimgin, struck out in his first at-bat. And it's a hard cut right in front of it, Schlimgin, 0-1 count. Nice pitch from Drew Reichen. And the ball is a foul tip to the backstop. It's 0-2 count. It's 0-2 count, 2 away. Top of inning number 5. Drew Reichen steps off the mound here. Gather himself, come back in. McCorkle waiting patiently behind the plate. They've had excellent communication so far this game and all season. The 0-2 to Schlimgin. Fastball misses high. Nice velocity there from Drew Reichen, but a 1-2 count. And the 1-2. And swinging ahead of it, it's a drop third strike. McCorkle over to Kampshoff, gets him out on the throw. That's 1-2-3 for Renner. And we enter the bottom of inning number 5. Yankton leading 4-0. This is the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament in Yankton.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new VisitYanktonSD.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to VisitYanktonSD.com for the information you need.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
And welcome back to Riverside Field. Yankton leading 4-0. And I'll turn play-by-play back over to Braden Butler here momentarily. But right now, coming to the plate for Yankton is Rugby Reichen. Sorry, I was looking at something, Braden.
Hey, man, we've all been there, taking care of a little bit of technical issues, but luckily everything's back on track, we hope.
I'm not even mad about the technical issues. It's been pretty much almost no break in going from 8:30-ish a.m.
So, fun fact, as this is an 0-1 pitch, finds the zone for strike 2 to Rugby Reichen, but fun fact, throughout the day, the sun changes position in the air, and we've had to correct the color temperature and stuff on the camera, you know, people understand who get it, who film. 0-2 pitch to Reichen, sent out to right field. Giving chase is the right fielder for Renner. That one's going to drop, though, just inside the first base line. Reichen's going to make the turn at first. Right fielder struggling to get it. He turns at second. He's going 3. Gonna get a stand-up triple here for Rugby Reichen to lead off this inning, and he's letting them know how he feels, asserting his dominance on the field. Rugby Reichen trying to cause a little more chaos. Lead-off triple brings up Drew.
That's old Rumbles right there, getting it done. Nice hit down the right field line. And you see him turn over a second base, Braden? I think he was going the entire time. He knew right where he rounded first, basically, but he reached another speed we haven't even seen this year.
He had another gear. It's like a Fast and Furious movie. He's always got another one, and you don't know where it's coming from.
He always has another NOS button.
There's always extra NOS in the car that doesn't work the way it's supposed to in an extra gear. First pitch to Drew Reichen, gets a piece of it. Foul tip back into the catcher's mitt, though, so it's an 0-1 count. As I was saying about the camera and the 0-1 pitch, swung on a miss by Reichen 0-2. Anybody who does film knows that, different times of day, different lighting situations, you need different color temperatures. It's cooling off temperature-wise and color temperature-wise, so little adjustments need to be made. This one's a hopper back to the pitcher, Bear. Fumbles it at first, but he's able to get the glove on it and throw it over to first in time. Saves the error. It's going to put one down in the inning and bring up Lucas Kampshoff.
First baseman number 10, Lucas Kampshoff.
Kampshoff, the right-handed hitter, reached base on a hit by pitch in his last at bat. First pitch swinging back on a line to the shortstop Huners, and it's going to get off the glove of Huners, and that's going to bring Rugby Reichen home. We'll see if they ruled out a fielding error. It was a hard hit ball, but it was off the glove, if not in the glove of Huners at short. No matter how you slice it, Rugby Reichen comes across to score, and Yankton leads 5-0 here in the bottom of the fifth.
Second baseman number 16, Matthew Sheldon.
Matthew Sheldon up to the plate. 2 for 2 on the day, has a single and a double. See what he's got here. The 1-0. Bear comes set. Now he fires at home. Swung on, tipped. Foul ball by Sheldon. Looked like it hit pretty low on the bat as well. I know those can sting. Bear with another pitch. Foul tipped by Sheldon off of the catcher. 1-2 count here to Matthew Sheldon. Lucas Kampshoff on first. The heart of this Yankton order, we've talked all season. Especially Lucas Kampshoff and Matthew Sheldon are the guys you want at the plate when there's runners on base, no matter where they are. Looks like Bear on the mound, trying once again to get a little perspiration off his hand. Talked about it in the pregame, the humidity. We've talked about it all day. Could cause pitchers to lose grip on a ball. And Sheldon gets a piece of this one, but maybe gets too far underneath of it. It's going to be driven down the right field line and gloved by the right fielder here for Renner for another out in the inning for Yankton post 12. Good play out and right by Hunter Denboer. So that puts the second out on the board and brings Cody Oswald to the plate.
Center fielder number 11, Cody Oswald.
Cody Oswald had an RBI triple, would advance home and score another run on a throwing error. Reached on a fielder's choice last time that brought a run home as well. See what he's got here. Mac Reichen on deck as well. There comes set, now fires home, leaves that one high and away, ball 1. 1-0 count now to Oswald. Lucas Kampshoff danced off first for a moment. See how big of a lead he takes here. Nothing too drastic at first. Bear doesn't check him, comes home. Cody Oswald loses the bat on the follow-through there. Maybe the humidity adding some slippage to the gloves as well of Oswald. And that one didn't hit anybody over there at first. Don't know if it was safe at first, Bryce. Do you have an opinion on that?
Let's all calm down.
Let's all calm down. That random spot in the right side of the infield must have upset Cody Oswald for him to throw his bat at it. Obviously being facetious. Just slipped out of the hands. Nothing intentional there by Oswald. Loading up on that back leg is the center fielder. Gets a piece of this one. That's going to be driven up and over the Renner dugout, though, and out of play. Bear once again trying to dry out the hand, trying to get a better grip on the ball. He now steps on the mound in a 1-2 count with 2 down in the inning. 1-2 pitch to Oswald. Chopper back to the second baseman, Huners. He gloves it, throw over to first base. Scoop at first. Good play made by the first baseman. And that's going to end inning number 5 here in Yankton. But not before another run scores for Post 12. They lead 5-0. I'd like to take a time to thank a couple of our sponsors. Without them, this broadcast wouldn't be possible, including DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance. They've been serving South Dakota from South Dakota. Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. And First Dakota National Bank. Great banking is built on trust, and trust takes time. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers ready to put you first. First Dakota National Bank. 5-0 Yankton leads here. This is the 2023 South Dakota American Legion State Tournament on KYN TV and KYNT here in Yankton. Back in 30 seconds.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
Welcome back in here, KYNT, KYNTV. It's the top of inning number 6. Drew Reichen still out on the mound for Yankton Post 12, going into his 6th inning of work. Post 12 does lead 5-0. Trying to get a read on the pitch count situation for Drew Reichen, currently at 51. Still got a little bit to play with. Of course, 80 is that magic number if you want to keep a pitcher available for Championship Saturday. And that one inside, looks like it bounces in front of the plate. For ball 1, it's a 1-0 count. Heckenleibel, the lefty, at the dish. So I finally remember to flip my sheet over. Flew out to right field in his last at-bat. Drew Reichen has faced the minimum so far. And that one in there for a strike. It's a 2-1 count now to Heckenleibel. It's been 5 straight 3 up, 3 out, 3 down innings for Yankton. Sometimes unconventional, but they've been making it work. That one driven down the right field line, out of play near the home team bullpens. 2-2 count now to Heckenleibel. Do want to give a shout out to Trevin Reichlich. Started with us just this week at KYNT. And he was the one that ran out to our center field cam to try to get it into a better position, bring you the best broadcast possible. So thank you for running out of the booth and going to fix that. That one is driven down the first base line for another foul ball from Heckenleibel. 2-2 count, it remains. Drew Reichen working out of the windup on the mound. Trying to get the first out of the top of inning number 6. Comes home and he plunks the batter. That's going to be a hit by pitch and a free base for Heckenleibel. Man on first now for Renner. Brings up Jacob Sanderson as we turn it back over to Bryce Ladwig here to bring us down the home stretch.
All right, thank you, Braden. Yanked with that 5-0 lead, and I'm just most impressed with Drew Reichen on the mound in this game. How many times have we said that this year alone, how impressed we are with his pitching performances? And he's still keeping that steady pace and really just trusting his defense behind him as the first pitch into Heckenleibel is a ball. Those would be Sanderson, like you. See, I didn't do my homework. We're good.
That was my biggest vice back in the day. Doing homework. Apparently, you got to do that.
I thought you already told us in the beginning of the broadcast that you just copied homework.
Exactly, because I didn't do it in the first place.
Yeah, my wife says that's not good.
I apologize, Katie.
3-0 count into Sanderson. Outside now, misses inside. Drew Reichen trying to find the zone here. Left-handed hitter Sanderson. Grounded out to Drew Reichen, his only at bat so far this game. 3-0 misses high and in, and this time will be a walk drawn. Back-to-back walks issued to Renner from Drew Reichen. They'll bring up Jake Wheeler. We do have a visit out to the mound. And that first one was actually hit by a pitch, rather. And Jason McCorkle comes to the mound, as well as Josh Sheldon comes in from the corner over at third. Have a really quick conference.
Call that a meeting of the minds.
A meeting of the meeting of the great minds. And now Wheeler popped out to Drew Reichen, his last at bat.
No, the great minds. That's what they call me and you up in the booth, Bryce.
No one has ever called us that.
It'd be like if Einstein got to have a conversation with Da Vinci. You know what I mean?
Almost the same. And the second pitch of the at-bat is lifted foul. Just misses a light. That would be bad. And we sit at a 1-1 count. You know, we made how many jokes about foul ball hitting Tel Tanner's vehicle. What are the chances that we're going to get to the parking lot and realize that's true?
Hey, yo, I told you that I was going to mute you if you curse me again like that. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Bryce Ladwig here on this broadcast. He is muted. Here you go, Braden.
All right. I guess it's a 1-2 count, and we can bring Bryce back.
I want to thank Tel Tanner for his years of service to KYNT. And good luck in your future endeavors. A 1-2 count at the plate to Jake Wheeler. 2 men on. And foul tip back into the backstop. 1-2 count still.
Do have a little bit of action in the Yankton bullpen right now. I'm trying to see exactly who it is. I believe it's Mark Cottle, but I haven't got a good look at the back of his jersey to confirm.
I can 100% confirm that it's Mark Cottle. I will bet you money on that, Braden.
Josh Bolter dollar?
I'll bet you a Josh Bolter dollar that is Mark Cottle. I told him about that. I told you before. Of all the times I've made a Josh Bolter dollar bet, he can't defend himself, right? He has to assume. So he owes me like $19.
As long as I don't have to give you money.
Exactly. 1-2 count to Jake Wheeler. Apparently there's baseball still going on. My bad. Drew Reichen from the stretch. Checks the runner over at second and delivers. And this one is lifted out towards shallow right center. It is down for a hit that will score 1 run. And there'll be runners at first and second for Renner. The post 307 is on the board here at Riverside Field. Yankton still the 5-1 lead. Jake Wheeler, RBI single.
This has been the first misstep for Reichen on the mound today. He has been sensational so far. 3 batter minimum faced in the first 5 innings. This is now the 4th batter he's faced in inning number 6, so that goes away, but he's trying to work out of a trouble spot with 2 on.
He is sitting at 67 pitches, and remind me, Braden, if team in this tournament wants their pitcher to possibly be able to pitch on, let's say, Saturday.
Championship Saturday, yeah.
It would have to be under, what was that magic number?
It'd be 80 or less.
And this one is lifted out towards center. Cody Oswald going off to his left. Don't test that arm. And he sends it back in. That's 1 away. So Huners flies out to center field. As they turn the light on in the press box. It's not controlled by us, if you guys are all asking yourself what's going on. It's the other side of the press box. And I will bet you a Josh Bolter dollar.
Another one.
That will be turned off here shortly because they don't want the light on with the fielders.
And it does cause a little bit of a distraction to fielders in the outfield. And now the lights were on during that last play by Oswald, so it didn't affect him there, but still, it's something to keep in mind.
Andrew Reichen looking in for his sign for McCorkle. Shook him off first. And now he has the sign he wants. First pitch to Konechny is a strike on the outside, 0-1.
And keep one eye on the game, one eye on the pitch count right now. Reichen is creeping towards that magic number of 80. He's currently at 70 pitches. Konechny very likely could be the last batter he faces.
And this one is lifted just left of the left field line. Rugby gave kind of a short chase. It hooked left foul. His contact, though, 0-2 count at the plate. 1 away here in the top of inning number 6. want to thank a few of our partners on this broadcast, including Fairfield Inn. The 2023 South Dakota Legion Baseball Tournament broadcast booth is sponsored by Fairfield Inn, Yankton's newest and nicest hotel, now open at 21st and Broadway. The 0-2 misses high. It's a 1-2 count. Also want to thank Truxedo. If you're looking, they are looking for you to join their production team. Visit truxedo.com/careers to apply. And Olson's Pest, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. It's a 1-2 count at the plate for Kyle Konechny. And we have a time at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 6th. Yankton leading 5-1. This is Post 12 and Renner Legion Baseball on KYNT and KYNTV. Day 1, Game 4, the final game of the opening round of this state tournament. As the 1-2 count is a dribbler to the first base. Drew Reichen gives chase, but now it'll be underhand scoop over from second, and Matthew Sheldon. Nice glove work out there in the second base area. Charge to his left, veering off toward the bag, and a scoop with the glove up to Lucas Kamshoff. And what made that even more impressive, Braden, was you could tell initially when that play started unfolding that Sheldon didn't know if he was going to be charging that baseball because Drew Reichen kind of was in that area as well. It was a last-second call-off.
Yeah, that was one of those no man's land plays. No man's land. I said it right the first time. I corrected myself.
We'll get there.
Whatever. No man's land plays where it was just between Reichen, who was trying to charge after the ball to his left, and Sheldon, like you mentioned, took that little stutter step before running up to it. Great play, though. Great recovery and a little glove flip to make it even look pretty.
And so now it is Sully Schlimgen. A strike called in the inside. I believe it was a breaky ball from the right arm of Drew Reichen.
That is pitch number 74 for Reichen, keeping track at home. 80, the magic number. You know the Yankton coaching staff is keeping their eye on that number as well.
Breaking ball lifts out towards center. Cody Oswald giving chase, going back toward the warning track. Now eases up, lifts up, and webs it for the third out. Is a fly out to center field to end the Renner at bat. It's a 5-1 lead for Yankton entering the bottom half of inning number 6 here from Riverside Field. This is the 2023 American Legion Baseball State Tournament in Yankton.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC, and those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today, but if you can keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit your local community, why invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
5-1 lead for Yankton here at Riverside Field. The final game of day 1 of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Winner goes on to, well, the winner's bracket, Braden, and the loser of this game goes into the, well, technically the loser's bracket, but we're going to call it the elimination bracket. It's kind of easy to remember kind of what's at stake for that elimination bracket tomorrow for all those teams. Loser goes home.
And those potential matchups, the winner of this game will move on to face the number 2 overall seed Harrisburg Gold. That game will take place 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night, first pitch. Pregame about half an hour before. All games will be on KYN-TV. If Yankton wins, that will also be on KYNT. The loser of this game will go to the elimination bracket and play Aberdeen at 12:30 p.m. first pitch. Same concept applies. Yankton's involved, KYNT and KYN-TV, if not just KYN-TV, as we are your exclusive home for all American Legion State Baseball Tournament coverage. That one fouled back into the netting here. Cameraman John Winkler jumping out of the way. I used to do the same thing, don't worry, I still do. Foul tipped once again by Reichen. No, it's actually going to bounce into the field of play. Covered for a moment by Schlinken. Throw to first base is high. Forces the first baseman to jump off the bag. And Mac Reichen gets there in time. There's an infield single for Mac Reichen.
We'll see how they score this. I apologize. I hit the cough button.
Hey,
it's been a long day.
It happens to us all sometimes, man.
No, but it's been a very fun day and a great day of baseball here at Riverside Field. And that's just not broadcast speak, Braden. That is the truth. You look down that bracket. We'll go over that in the postgame as well. Just great baseball today from the opening game all the way through this one so far. Mac Reichen leading off first. Jason McCorkle at the plate. Now we have a quick time called. McCorkle will step out, step right back in. And a quick throw over to first. Mac slides back in safely. They're trying to get Mac dirty over there.
They do call it an official single for Mac Reichen as he beat the throw. Takes off for second as well.
And there'll be no throw as Mac Reichen steals second. It's a certified Mac attack here at Riverside Field. Yankton has another runner in scoring position for McCorkle at the plate. McCorkle, of course, flew out to right field his first at-bat, then grounded out to, I believe, short in his second at-bat. Looking for some solid contact here.
This being Mac's first trip to the base paths in this game. He did come in leading the team in stolen bases with 25. That makes 26.
I'm going to bring up Joe Goki in a second. And showing bunt, McCorkle puts it down, but a diving attempt over at first from Dunham, and he almost had it. And pretty deep into foul territory. Right on top of the Mount Marty wordage there in front of the Yankton dugout.
Yeah, it was a very good play at first, trying to dive and make that effort. McCorkle maybe a little bit lucky there that it just missed the glove, but he gets another chance to go at the plate.
And 0-2 count to McCorkle. Showing bunt gets this one down. It is a glove by Barrett. Thought about going over, trying to get Mac going to third. But he'll take McCorkle over at first instead. The sacrifice works for McCorkle, and Mac is 90 feet from home.
So I just, I know I pointed a little bit, caught your attention there. We do have a change in the on-deck circle. Isaiah Skelhaus should be on deck, currently warming up as Samuel Kamshoff taking practice swings.
All right, so Samuel Kamshoff will be in the on-deck circle. Thank you for summer birthdays. Pitcher at Dakota State, able to come back and play for Post 12 one last year. Speaking of playing for other teams, obviously Joe Goki doesn't play for Post 12 anymore. He does not fall under that birth criteria. However, you're mentioning Mac Reichen stolen bases and leading the team. It just reminds me about the halfway point last year when we're looking at Joe Goki's stolen bases. He was at like 45. It was ridiculous.
Joe Goki has the single season record in the game changer era, as you like to say, for stolen bases for Post 12.
Josh Sheldon ground over to second base, and it got trapped under the glove of Huners, so no play at home anyway, and he gets Sheldon over at first, and so it'll be a 4-3 putout. But a run does come in for Yankton, now leading 6-1. And as you mentioned earlier, Samuel Kamshoff comes in as a pinch hitter for Isaiah Skelhaus.
See exactly where he plays out in the field. But yeah, he's coming in for Skelhaus. If it's a 1-for-1 swap, he just replace him out and right, but we'll see exactly where he ends up.
We've seen Samuel Kamshoff play three positions in the field. He's clearly pitched in right field, and in one of the games, I believe that Jason McCorkle didn't catch, he squatted behind the plate.
And the only people we've seen behind the plate besides McCorkle this year are Samuel Kamshoff, as you mentioned, and Rugby Reichen even got back there for a game.
Rugby wants to play anywhere. I'm pretty sure he wants to drive the team van or team bus too, probably.
Rugby really likes playing sports. That's a hot take.
0-1, misses low and away to Samuel Kamshoff. It's a 1-1 count.
I mean, obviously, all these guys love the game of baseball right now. A lot of them seniors taking time out of their last high school summer to play the game they love, so salute to all of them.
And pitch misses in the outside. It's a 2-1 count to Kamshoff. Nice take. Yankton hold on to 6-1 lead. And Kamshoff, get a base knock out to right field. Picked up by Denver, sends it back in, and Kamshoff with a single in his first at-bat of the game. Again, coming in relief of Isaiah Skelhaus.
It's only, hasn't had many plate appearances this season, has Samuel Kamshoff. fourth fewest on the team among those qualified right now in the stat sheet. But that is his 5th hit of the season. Gets him up over about 220 batting average. Came in with a 333 OBP. That goes up as well.
Cooper Grotenhuis in as a pinch runner. I haven't heard any duck calls from the first base dugout in this game.
They were coming in a little bit in the first couple innings. They quieted down. I don't know if that was a call from someone to Cooper. If I doubt it was Cooper running out of energy. Everybody knows that. But.
He can't. Cooper leading off first. First pitch into Rugby Riken. Misses inside, so 1-0.
Talked about Cody Oswald earlier. His track speed, finishing top 4 in the state in the hurdles. Cooper Grotenhuis was part of a top 8 finisher in a relay race as well.
While there is power in this Yankton lineup, we've seen that in this game even. The 3 things that Yankton rested its hat on is its pitching, defense, and aggressive base running. I'd say that that's the hat trick for the Yankton success so far this season. And there's some other teams out there that are in their 20 home runs plus and that nature. Yankton, I believe, at 7. But some solid contact is what they do at the plate, and it's worked out for them.
And sometimes even solid contact can send it over a fence if you hit the ball right.
Exactly. 1-1 misses outside, 2-1 to Rugby. A walk, a ground out, and a triple so far in the game. And 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
We aren't officially at sunset, but the sun is definitely dipping over the horizon. You can feel it here at Riverside Field. Feels like it's about 10 degrees cooler than first pitch.
And pitch called, strike on the inside portion of the plate. Brings the count even at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
If only there was one more runner on base, it'd be deuces wild.
You're waiting for it now. I guess you can't. Well, you could. The 2-2. Rugby laces this one out toward left center. Konechny fields it, sends it back in. 2 runners on for Yankton. Base hit for Rugby Riken. And that will bring up Yankton's pitcher as of now until there's an official change made, Drew Riken.
We'll see what Drew Riken can do here at the plate. He's had a decent day so far. He hasn't been on base, but did advance runners on a sacrifice. He has been on base, excuse me. He hasn't recorded a hit. Reached on an error in the 3rd inning. He moved some runners on a sac bunt in the 1st. Very good day on the mound, though, for Drew Riken. Through the first 5 innings, faced the minimum batters. What more can you say about the guy as the ace of the rotation?
Not much you can say. I want to thank a few more of our broadcast partners today, and including Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new career direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. And Dakota Archery, open every night until 8 p.m. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, proud to support the 2023 Legion State Tournament. Also proud supporter of the tournament is Sherco. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. And finally, DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. Drew Riken will step into the right-hand batter's box, take some cuts here. 2 away, bottom of the 6th. Yankton with a 6-1 lead over a Renner. And again, bracket, Braden. The winner of this takes on Harrisburg Gold tomorrow, correct?
Yeah, tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. first pitch scheduled. So pregame would be about 7 here on KYNT TV for sure. Potentially KYNT if Yankton holds on and wins.
And 2 runners on for Yankton. A strike was called on the outside to Drew Riken.
And the loser of this game will fall to the elimination bracket, and they'll take on Aberdeen. It'd be the 6th game of the tournament, the 2nd game of day 2. That takes place 12:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon.
0-1 in the dirt and blocked behind the plate from Schlimgen. And Aberdeen had a good performance today, too. Yeah, 6-2 final, I believe it was, but that was just one bad half inning. They really brought it hard to Harrisburg Gold.
There were a couple moments that really stuck out. It was one pitch in the 1st inning ended up in a 3-run home run that put them in a hole early, and then a couple errors late on really sealed their fate, unfortunately for them. But they have a chance to battle back. They're a very good team, too. Don't sleep on them just because they came in as a 9 seed in the state qualifiers, now reseeded as the 7 seed. All these teams that are at the state tournament can make noise.
And the 1-2 to Drew Riken. And it will be a base hit out toward left. And Grotenhuis rounding 3rd. He'll head home. There'll be no play, but the throw down to 2nd now. Drew Riken is in safely. So a single for Drew Reichen, advances a second on the throw, and RBI will be added to his box score for today. Yankton leads 7-1.
It's been quite a statement to start a home state tournament for Yankton Post 12, especially coming against a team that kind of picked you apart not too long ago with a 16-3 victory in Renner. Flex your muscle a little bit, try to get your win back, and build momentum here down the stretch. Try to peak when it matters most.
So I was keeping track of that game when it was in Renner, and as you just mentioned, it was a blowout first game, against Yankton, and the other one was just nail-biting as Lucas Kamshoff sends this out toward right field. It is gloved by Denbor, and good contact, but right into a glove after 6. Yankton leads 7-1, 3 outs away from advancing in the winners bracket in the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament. We're on KYNT TV.
The warmer months can be wonderful times that allow for plenty of fun outdoors. However, while you may be enjoying the outside time, pests and insects may be trying to find their way inside. Eliminating a pest infestation and ensuring they don't return can be tough to do on your own, but with Olson's Pest Technicians by your side, you can rest assured you're fully protected. Locally owned and operated since 1966, Olson's Pest Technicians provides reliable pest control services to residential and commercial properties. Visit 800KILBugs.com.
When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. For over 40 years, Sherco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sherco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sherco.com. Make it Sherco.
And welcome back to Riverside Field. We do have some defensive changes, Braden, and I'll let you walk us through as I still am trying to write in my my own personal homework here.
Well, Drew Reichen's day on the mound is done. He will scoot over to his natural field position of shortstop. Mac Reichen, who started at short, will move out to right field, and that brings in out of the bullpen, the man we saw warming up earlier. Just finished his sophomore year at Yankton High School, Mark Cottle, coming in to shut it down here in the opening game for Yankton and Renner in this 2023 Legion State Tournament.
And first pitch in the top of the 7th is a called strike to Zach Dunham. And now Cottle from the windup delivers high, and ducking out of the way is Dunham. Surprised you haven't mentioned your nickname from Drew Lawrence for Mark Cottle.
That guy on the mound right now, he's just a gamer. All right.
He's just a gamer.
Drew Lawrence described him that in the spring season after his first relief effort. It stuck.
1-1 sent hard out toward left, and with the heels on the warning track, Rugby brings it in for the first out. Yankton 2 outs away here from a opening victory in the state tournament.
It's always nice to hear stories like that, like what Mark Cottle went through, where he wasn't really on the radar. Coach Lawrence admitted that in that post-game interview and said we threw him out there for a couple innings, and he really showed us a lot. And he's been a fixture of both the rest of the high school season after that, and then obviously the senior Legion season as well.
Yeah, he's an exact definition of someone that earned their playing time. I mean, everyone's earned their playing time. You know what I mean, though? Just kind of, is he going to go out for the team kind of situation? And he's really just solidified himself as a two-hopper over to third. Sheldon up with it. Throw across the diamond to Kamshoff just in time. Yankton 1 out away from a 7-1 victory here at Riverside Field. That'll be a 5-3 put out, and that will bring up Hunter Denborg. So far in the game, a ground out to third and a strikeout. And Mark Cottle looking to shut things down. The first pitch is a called strike, low center plate, 0-1.
Cottle would love nothing more than to slam the door on Renner here and guarantee Yankton gets the most amount of rest possible before their next game.
0-1 curveball, called strike on the inside. And he's got to 0-2.
See if Cottle can end this game with a punch out as well. It'd be his first of this inning.
And this one is sent foul into the back window of Tel Tanner's vehicle.
Don't get muted. It's the 7th inning.
I thought about it.
Thank you, Tel.
And now the 0-2 from Cottle. Too hard chopper over to Josh Sheldon. The throw and the scoop over by Lucas Kamshoff. Yankton is victorious in their first game of the state tournament at Riverside Field, defeating Renner. The final score 7-1 on the season in league play, Braden. Yankton now 14-6, but what matters now is Yankton is 1-0 in this very state tournament.
And with that victory, they will advance to face Harrisburg Gold, the number 2 overall seed, tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. We now know for a fact it will be on KYNT and KYNT-TV. Pregame scheduled to start at 7. Obviously, we're pushed back a little bit today, so we'll see how that shakes out tomorrow. With the loss, however, Renner will fall to the elimination bracket. They will play Aberdeen tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. First pitch, pregame half an hour before. All that on KYN-TV, obviously being your official home for the 2023 Legion State Tournament.
All right, we'll take our first break and come back with the Tuxedo post-game show here from Riverside Field.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota. Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
Tuxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
And welcome to the Tuxedo post-game show. Yankton victorious in Game 1 of the state tournament, a 7-1 score. And now it's time for our post-game coach interview, being joined by Coach Drew Lawrence. Coach, congratulations. What a first victory of the state tournament. Hopefully many more to come. But a Renner team that Yankton just faced, a week and a half ago or so.
Yep.
And it was a blowout that went against Yankton in Game 1 and then a nail-biter in that second game. But you couldn't have asked for a better start in this particular state tournament game, could you?
No, we played pretty well. I mean, that was a convincing win. When usually our games are close, I know you've covered a lot of them. That one wasn't really. So that was a convincing win, so that's exactly what we needed to start this state tournament.
Drew Reckon did okay on the mound. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, and that number really stands out because you and I at least 3 different times this season have had this exact conversation about letting his defense behind him do work, pitching to contact, and what a defense that was.
Drew is phenomenal today. I mean, you get through 3 innings and you're only throwing 30 pitches. You get to 5 innings, you're only throwing 51 pitches. I actually thought he was going to be able to go the whole way before we get to 80. So it was weird taking him out there because we usually don't, except we need him to be available on Saturday if we happen to be there. So, Drew is phenomenal in defense. I mean, I don't think we had any errors. I think we were clean out there, and outfield was great. And Josh at third was phenomenal. He had a bunch of grabs. And, Jace McCorkle behind the dish had a couple of unbelievable plays, popping out and getting it, blocking, doing all that stuff that he usually does. So it was a good team win.
Great contact at the plate, as you already mentioned. Solid base running. That has been one of, I call it the hat trick of Yankton's success. While this lineup can have power, solid hitting, it's the defense, pitching, and aggressive base running that you and I are always talking about.
Yeah, it's just a good group of seniors who understand the game of baseball. We don't have to do too much as far as giving a steal sign or stuff like that. Most of our guys know when they can steal, and then we'll give them a green light maybe at times. But they have free reign because they've earned it. I mean, they've earned it in every sport they've played, that they understand the game that they do play. And then today, we had the first inning was big, having 3 runs, and Renner gave us a couple of outs there with some errors, Rugby scoring on that, and then Cody mashing that ball to center was huge, and then scoring off that triple. That set the tone. If you don't get those 3 runs in the first inning, you don't know what kind of game it is. So it can do anything. It can be, you could lose that game. So that was huge, and then we held on to it and did a really good job.
Harrisburg Gold, they had a heck of an opening round of the tournament as well, defeating Aberdeen earlier in the day. What did you see from them in that matchup? Because I know you're probably watching that game. And then do you have a pitching plan for tomorrow?
As far as Harrisburg goes, they're a good team. Both their teams are good. They can hit. They got velocity on the mound. They'll be a good team. Pitching-wise, I don't. There's a couple plans in place, but I got to talk to the coaching staff and figure out what our plan is, and we'll figure it out either tonight or tomorrow and figure out what we're going to do.
Congrats on the victory, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Coach Drew Lawrence. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the Truxedo Postgame Show.
Know what happens when you keep your hard-earned assets at First Dakota National Bank? You can rest assured that your accounts are protected to the maximum allowed by the FDIC. And those funds stay local. Businesses and organizations are positively impacted. The whole community benefits. You can invest your resources just about anywhere today. But if you keep them safe, earn a good return, and benefit the local community, why would you invest anywhere else? First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. For over 40 years, Sherco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sherco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sherco.com. Make it Sherco.
When you were younger, what did you dream of doing for a living?
Was it to be an engineer, a machinist? How about a mechanic?
Maybe work for a worldwide company. Well, we can make your dream a reality right here in Yankton.
You're a click away with Hydro Extruded Solutions. Hydro is in 40 countries, with Yankton being the second largest in the U.S. with a family of 420 employees.
Take the leap to become a part of our family today.
Where opportunities begin at your fingertips. Go to jobs.hydro.com.
We are aluminum.
If you're a visitor to the Yankton area, maybe camping at the lake or fishing on the river, we welcome you. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. And if you want to know what's going on around Yankton while you're here, search out the new visityanktonsd.com website. It features everything from shopping, dining, lodging, area attractions, recreational opportunities, and upcoming events. Visiting the Yankton area? Then go online to visityanktonsd.com for the information you need.
Enjoy some Yankton hospitality at the brand new Fairfield Inn and Suites. As the newest hotel in Yankton, you'll have a comfortable, relaxing stay in modern rooms. For business travelers, Fairfield is a perfect place to rest after a long day of work or use their meeting room for small meetings. Families can enjoy indoor pool, and they'll love that Fairfield is close to Yankton attractions. Plus, there's plenty of parking for your boat or camper. And finally, fuel up for the day with our fresh, hot, and healthy breakfast. To reserve a room, go online to Marriott.com or call direct 605-653-2250. All right, welcome back to the Tuxedo post-game show. Yankton victorious 7-1 in their opening state tournament matchup. And it was a good game, but a great first day of baseball here from Riverside Field. Thank you to Tell Tanner, as well as Braden Butler, John Winkler, and Trevin Reichlich. And Kurt Dykstra, our GM at KYNT, has popped up a couple times. And tell mouth someone that I'm missing. Am I missing anyone? Oh, Oliver Dooley, KYNT studio producer for the Yankton game today. Running board. Always appreciate that help as well. And Austin Cottle was here earlier today as well. Thanks to all the administration and tournament ops, I guess you could say, for making our stay here as comfortable as possible. It was a long day here at Riverside Field. Tomorrow will be another long day, but what makes up for it is great baseball, and we had that today. Your winners in the bracket saw Sioux Falls East defeat Harrisburg Maroon. Brookings defeat Rapid City Post 22 in a thriller. And Harrisburg Gold Post 45 defeated Aberdeen Post 24. Yankton defeated Renner Post 307. So tomorrow's matchups, it'll start off with game number 5 of the tournament, opening the day for day 2. It'll be Harrisburg Maroon taking on Rapid City Post 22 in the elimination bracket. Loser goes home. Winner keeps advancing through that elimination bracket. The second game of the opening session will have, or of the day, I should say, will be Aberdeen taking on Renner, and that will be at 12:30. That first game, by the way, 10 a.m. And then in the second session, it'll be the 5 o'clock game, Sioux Falls East taking on Brookings. That's in the winner bracket. And Harrisburg Gold taking on Yankton. That's a 7:30 first pitch. Around a 7 o'clock pregame on KYNT and KYNTV. All other games on KYNTV. I guess the number one person I should be thanking is you, the viewers, tuning in to KYNTV and really just enjoying the day with us. We really appreciate the support, and hopefully another great day of baseball tomorrow. That'll do it for Riverside Field. I'm Bryce Ladwig. This particular broadcast has been Post 12 Legion Baseball on KYNT, KYNTV. Thank you for watching KYNTV's coverage of the 2023 South Dakota American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Be sure to tune in to the next game from Riverside Field.
FM 102.1 and AM 1450 KYNT.
Hi, my name's Paula.
Hello, my name is Nicole Johnson.
Hey, my name is Cy Williams.
I am extrusion supervisor. I've been working at Hedro for about 10 years now. The reason I like working at Hedro is for the challenges and the opportunities to step up. I first started off in packing, and I was able to move myself up within the first 5 years. I believe it's a great place to work at.
I've been working here since 2011. I really like working for this company here. The department I work in here is dye repair. I've been a dye corrector for like maybe 4.5 years. I love it. I love the people. When we work here, we work safe. We work together as a unit.
I work here at Hedro approximately 4 months now. I am the plant machinist. Everybody I work with is fantastic. Total mutual respect with all the employees around here. A lot of people are 45-year employees. So to have a company with that many people that are 20, 30, and 40 years, they have to be doing something right. Hi, my name's Paula.
Hello, my name is Nicole Johnson.
Hey, my name is Cy Williams.
I am extrusion supervisor. I've been working at Hedro for about 10 years now. The reason I like working at Hedro is for the challenges and the opportunities to step up. I first started off in packing, and I was able to move myself up within the first 5 years. I believe it's a great place to work at.
I've been working here since 2011. I really like working for this company here. The department I work in here is dye repair. I've been a dye corrector for like maybe 4.5 years. I love it. I love the people. When we work here, we work safe. We work together as a unit.
I work here at Hedro approximately 4 months now. I am the plant machinist. Everybody I work with is fantastic. Total mutual respect with all the employees around here. A lot of people are 45-year employees, so to have a company with that many people that are 20, 30, and 40 years, they have to be doing something right.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Visiting the Yankton area? Then stop at the premier outfitter for the shooting sports, Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports. If you use it to hunt, you'll find it and more at Dakota Archery. Their store features archery equipment and guns from the leading manufacturers, plus all the gear you need to go with it. Clothing, boots, bags, caps, gloves, ammo, arrows, and more.
Open every night till 8. Dakota Archery and Outdoor Sports, East Highway 50, Yankton, South Dakota.
For over 100 years, DeSmit Farm Mutual has been South Dakota's insurance company, providing farm, home, and auto insurance. Families, farmers, and ranchers look to us during good times and bad because of our commitment to our communities, neighbors, and rural lifestyle. While we utilize the most advanced technology, provide the most progressive insurance policies, and offer bundle packages that save you money, DeSmit hasn't forgotten that the most important job is protecting what's important to you. Go online to DeSmitFarmMutual.com to find an agent near you. DeSmit Farm Mutual Insurance, serving South Dakota from South Dakota.
Is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Tuxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Tuxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.tuxedo.com/careers to apply.
SureCo is the largest manufacturer of quality tarp and containment systems. With a corporate office in Yankton and 9 service centers, we will meet your tarping and containment needs. Gear up for harvest with our smart trailer line. SureCo's smart trailer electric accessories help you do the job faster, easier, and safer with increased productivity. When you need to be sure, make it SureCo.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.